Sri Lanka Matara district consists of two elements. The term Matara gives its meaning as the Great Ferry, that may be derived from the mispronunciation of the word Matura by the Portuguese who called it mature or Maturai in 1672. The native word Matura might also derive from Maha Terra, meaning the place where the Great River was crossed. It was also called Maha Tota, Malo Tota or Maha Patana, the Great Ferry. Matara district is located in the southwest of Sri Lanka and has an area of 1,282.5 square kilometers, 495.2 square miles. The Nilwala River runs through Matara, and it is said that there was a wide area where ferries used to cross. In 1673, the Dutch minister Philippus Baldeus had called it mature. In 1681, Robert Knox named it as Matura, and in 1744, Hayde called it Madeiron. Matara historically belongs to the area that was called the Kingdom of Rahuna, which was one of the three kingdoms in Sri Lanka, Tun Sinhalaya. According to Thottagamuwe Sri Rahula Theras Paravi Soundasaya, King Weerabamapanam made Matara as his capital and named it Mapatuna. The temple in the middle of the town is also built by ancient kings, and today it is one of the very popular revered place among the Buddhists. In the 16th and 18th centuries, Matara was ruled by the Portuguese and the Dutch respectively. The Matara fort was built in 1560 by the Portuguese and was substantially rebuilt by the Dutch in 1640, following the capture of Gaul. The fort, which consists of a large stone rampart, occupies the promontory, which separates the Nilwala Ganga River lagoon and the ocean. In the deed given by King Dharmapala to the Dutch, it mentioned that the area of Matara district extended from Kotta to Walawe Ganga River. In 1756 the Dutch captured the maritime province and divided it into four administrative areas: Sabaragamua, South Korle, Sathara Karele and Matara. Out of that, Matara district is third the largest area, essentially the whole of the southern province up to the Kalaganga River. In 1760 the fort was successfully attacked by forces from the Kanjan kingdom. Matara maintained in the hands of the Sinhalese for almost 1 year. In 1762, the Dutch recaptured Matara fort, without any significant resistance. Matara was the second most important fort, behind Galle Fort, for the southern maritime provinces of the Dutch and a commanding base for some inland forts. In 1796 the fort was ceremoniously handed over to the British. The Dutch and English culture and architecture can still be seen throughout the area. The lighthouse at Dondra Head was built by the Dutch, and it is considered one of the oldest lighthouses in Sri Lanka. The two fortresses, the Matara Fort and the Star Fort, that were built by the Dutch can be found in the city. Other important colonial works are the St. Mary's Church and the marketplace at Nupe Junction. The most famous thinkers who lived in the area are Kumaratunga Munadasa and Gajaman Nona. Kumaratunga Munadasa was a pioneer Sri Lankan, Sinhalese, linguist, grammarian, commentator, writer, poet, and journalist. He founded the Hela Havula organization. Gajaman Nona, Donna Isabella Coranalia, aka Gajaman Nona, the 10th of March 1746 to the 15th of December 1815, was a Ceylonese author who was noted for having the ability to write and recite impromptu Sinhala poetry. The ethnic majority of Matara is Sinhalese. During the 16th and 17th centuries, Moors arrived in the area as traders from Arabia. Today their descendants coexist with Sinhalese peacefully as an ethnic minority. Matara district's population today more than 900,000, and the majority of the population are Sinhalese, with a minority Muslims and Tamils. The climate in Matara is bit hot, dictatorial, windy, and also gloomy. Over the course of the year, the temperature typically varies from 76 degrees Fahrenheit to 89 degrees Fahrenheit and is rarely below 74 degrees Fahrenheit or above 91 degrees Fahrenheit. The best time of year to visit Matara for hot weather activities is from mid-December to mid-March. The most rain falls during the May and September, and it's called as Naritha Musam. Main towns are Akuresa, Atharalia Devanuwara, Dikwela, Hakmana, Kabarupitia, Karinda Puhuwala, Kotapola, Malambada, Matara, Mulatiana, Pasgoda, Pitabedara, Thihagoda, Welagama, Welipitia, and Matara town is the biggest town among them. Let's see the most important sites to visit in Matara district. 1. Star Fort. The Star Fort is constructed in the shape of a star. It was built by the Dutch to prevent attacks from external enemies. The fort is composed out of 6 points forming a star which has a point facing every direction. Each point is bolstered with 2 large cannons. Still protected from all sides by a deep moat, the Star Fort houses a well in the center that offered water within the territories. Additionally, 2 prisons are also present within the fort's premises. It was later occupied by the British to carry out administrative work. The fort stands even to this day as a remnant of colonialism in Sri Lanka. 2. Old Dutch Trade Center. Architectural experts will be mesmerized with the T-shaped Old Dutch Trade Center. Located on the western section of the town, the Old Dutch Trade Center still stands to this day in its magnificent. The open-sided structure is supported by wooden beams and columns, while a majestic entrance greets the visitors. The roof is latticed with clay tiles (PTULU). It also bears British architectural influences with its decorated. 3. Waiherahena Temple. The Waiherahena Temple is located on the eastern part of the town of Matara. The temple contains an artificial cave, which stands decorated with scenes from the life of Buddha. The Waiherahena Temple leads to a colorful, gigantic Buddha statue towering over 25 meters height. As picturesque as the spot may be, photography is strictly prohibited within the temple. Late November or early December they celebrate the anniversary of the founding of temple. 4. The Polhina Beach. Situated at a distance of 2 kilometers from the Matara city center, the Polhina Beach has calm waters calling out visitors for a swim. The offshore coral reefs break the waves, offering a serene sandy cove along the coast. Due to the romantic atmosphere of Polhina Beach, it's popular as honeymoon destination and acts as a weekend getaway for the locals. 5. The Crow Island. This island carries great visual value. It's located right across the Polhina Beach, where the Nilwala Ganga River meets the Indian Ocean. Locals often scout to the Crow Island Beach Park to spend time with their kids and other family members. The Crow Island Beach Park contains an array of parks, rides, and play areas that are perfect for chill out. The sea along the Crow Island is choppy and hence is not suitable for swimming or bathing. 6. Dondra Head Lighthouse. Touching a height of 160 feet, it is the tallest lighthouse in the entirety of Sri Lanka. The whitewashed monolith can be seen from every direction. Conceptualized by Sir James Nicholas Douglas, the structure is built in stone, which was imported from Cornwall and Scotland. The octagonal brick tower has a spiral staircase traveling to the topmost floor. The balcony offers the panoramic views including that of the Indian Ocean in the south and the Bulatota mountain range in the north. To visit the place it's essential to get paid tickets as locals or foreigners. 7. Matara Paravi Dua Temple. It's a small island. Matara Paravi Dua Temple is a Buddhist temple and is surrounded by the ocean. Matara Paravi Dua Temple is home to Buddhist monks and ideal for soul seeking. You may find monks crossing the bridge and going inside the temple. You are requested to maintain silence and decorum at all times during the visit. The sound of crashing waves feels like a meditative music to the ears. 8. Matara Beach. One of the best places to visit because unlike other popular beaches in Sri Lanka, it's not a crowded beach as other beaches. It's much better to enjoy taking long walks by the shore, go beach combing, or just sit under a tree and read your favorite book gazing at the ocean once in a while. When the ride is not strong, it's ideal for a sea bath. 9. Medawata Beach. What an attraction for visitors with serenity and astounding views of the ocean. Once can relax here for hours strolling or sitting. The beach is outlined with hillocks and it will be little adventure to reach this place. This beach is mainly famous for surfing and beach meditation or yoga. Matara district culture is very much similar with Gaul culture. Traditional fish dishes are the most popular food style across the country. And Matara curd is very popular among the Sri Lankan curd bands. Curd with kathul treacle is most popular traditional dessert in Sri Lanka. The quickest way to reach Matara is by covering the Southern Expressway. Matara can be found towards the end of the Southern Expressway. This route bypasses the Gaul Road, and traveling by train will give you most beautiful sceneries as lovely memories. Today it's well-established city and it's compiled with all kind of shopping places, supermarkets, banks, privé hospitals, police stations and also nearly 500 hotel accommodations. Including luxury hotels, start hotels, rooms, eco-hotels, homestay are the choices to make. Simply click www.salonmarketplace.com and they will guide you to amazing offers with lot of information by making you traveling plan calm and cozy. Thank you for watching our video. Created by Real Stories of Sri Lanka.